sometimes there are days when, against all the odds, the weather seems awful, the drive up seems awful. You know, you get somewhere, you're not sure about what you're going to get, and you get there and you just get the most fantastic conditions. Everything works to your favour, the weather forecast was wrong, and you end up having a brilliant photo shoot. Today, it's not one of those days. Ooh, no, not today. No, no, no. So, I've driven up to the heart of Yorkshire to a place called Lumb Falls. It's a bit of a slippery slope on the way down, and the weather is very inclement, not nice at all, but I'm here, so I've got to make the most of it, haven't I? So just trying now to work out how to get down to the riverbank to get a decent shot of the falls. The weather, I've already mentioned it, the weather is atrocious, it's quite slippery, but we'll work it out, we'll see what we're doing. I've got the trusty Canon 5D with me and my 24-70mm lens, polarizer, I've got all the kit ready to go. Just need to work out how to get an angle on this set of waterfalls. So I found a little route down which is in front of me here, but it's almost a bit of a waterfall itself where the water's running off the hills down the steps, and it looks a little bit treacherous, I'm not going to lie. a little bit treacherous, but I'll try the first bit, see how I go, and see if I can get down to the bottom, because I really do want to get down there and get some images, otherwise it's a bit of a wasted journey. Piece of cake. Yeah. Actually, it was a little bit easier than I was expecting, but I don't know how I'm going to get back up. That'll be the interesting part. Anyway, I'm sort of halfway down here to the river, and I've got the falls behind me. And there's this really nice rock and tree trunk, or tree. And you're going to use the trunk of the tree and the rock as some foreground interest. It's got some nice, I think it's lichen. Is it got lichen on it? Oh, moss lichen, I don't know what it is. Anyway, it's got some of that on it. And I think that'll make quite a nice foreground to these this fall here in the background. So I'm going to set up here. I'm very squelchy, it's a bit muddy here, but I'm going to set up here, I'm going to take the shot, well, I'm going to set up for the shot, and then I'll come back to you and talk to you about my thought process and the settings, etc. So what I've done here is I've set the camera up, I've had it in portrait mode, I've had it in landscape mode, I've taken a panoramic image, which is about 4 sets of images, and each time I've focus stacked the image, so I've taken one shot that's focusing on this rock and this tree in the foreground, and then I've taken another shot that's focused on the falls in the background, which should give front to sharp backness, which should give front to back sharpness, hopefully, and result in a pretty good shot. Not 100% sure of the composition. I think it's ever so slightly lopsided to the left, it's not quite balanced, but it's quite, not precarious, but it's quite tricky here to get a good footing and get the camera set up exactly where you want it. So beggars can't be choosers, unfortunately, in this instance. But I think it's all right. It's about a 2.5 second exposure, so I am getting quite a lot of milkiness in the water, which is not great, but I really don't want to bump the ISO up and mess about with it too much. Just going to leave it as is, just be thankful for the fact that I made it down here in one piece and show you the images. So I made it down to the bottom here finally, and I think this is probably going to be my last shot here. I've only taken a couple, but you know, the weather's really closed in quite a lot, and yeah, it's testing conditions. So down the bottom, I'm looking back up towards the waterfalls. I've got a nice little snaking line here of water that's running down through some rocks in the foreground. I've got some very close foreground interest that I've done on a couple of shots with some rocks again, with some of this moss on. And then I'm looking back towards the waterfall with all the rocks along the pathway on the way up, and this nice snaking little bit of water running down over these rocks. So there's a bit of an ugly white patch of foam in the bottom left hand corner here, which I'll probably have to get rid of somehow. But other than that, yeah, it's quite nice. It looks quite nice, but yes, testing conditions now, very wet, and I still got to get back up. Well, you'll be pleased to know I made it up in one piece. Just doing one last shot here before I go. And I just like this bridge, this old pack horse bridge here. And I'm taking a panoramic of the bridge. We'll see how that turns out. Not 100% sure, because I don't like these railings over the top. Might have to do something about them in post, I don't know. I think I'm about done from here now. I'll have a little look, see if there's anything else to take, but I'm pretty sure that's about it. Well, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. That was truly horrible. Oh, Jesus. The walk back up that hill's nearly killed me. Whew. It was really wet. I'm worn out. But I'm doing something I love. Love the photography. Days like today make you question what you're doing. Oh man, it's like 3 o'clock in the afternoon and it's as dark as evening. It's a pretty horrible day all round, really. Anyway. Hope you've I hope, after all my moaning there, hope you've enjoyed the vlog. Hope you've enjoyed the vlog. And if you have, and you want to see me do more stupid things like trying to climb down steep embankments when it's very slippery and almost throw myself in the river, then please feel free to subscribe. If you've enjoyed this vlog, then please feel free to like it. And if you got any comments like what were you thinking, or God, you're moaning again, then please feel free to make them below. Thanks lots for watching, as I said before, and until next time, once I've got my breath back, I'll see you again soon.